This is actually a non-issue. I'll tell you why. Because my position is first and foremost approved by the board of directors. It is naturally approved by shareholders, and then most of all by Reserve Bank of India as well. And that has been pretty much the case since the inception of the bank in 2004. I was approved in 2004 for 5 years, in 2009 for 3 years, in 2012 for 3 years, and even at the AGM conducted just about 2 weeks ago on 6th of June, there was overwhelming shareholder support. So what that proves, like every other action taken by the board of directors, that corporate democracy prevails, other than one unhappy family, regretfully, the professional interests of the shareholders of Yes Bank, the board of Yes Bank and the management of Yes Bank are extremely well aligned.
All right, so you're speaking about the supremacy of the board of directors as far as
absolutely,
this aspect is concerned.
Absolutely, Ashwin, you're right.
Let me talk about one aspect which has been ruled in favor of the Madhu Kapur camp, and that is the aspect which talks about restraining you from nominating any directors on the board of Yes Bank without the concurrence of Madhu Kapur. That's a very important right which they were demanding. That right or that prayer, so to say, has been allowed. Why? How big a setback is it for you? Because obviously you would not want that particular set of shareholders to exercise that right, because now you are answerable to them without before appointing any shareholder, before appointing any directors on the board.
But Ashwin, I think you need to understand that I don't have a single nominated director on the board of Yes Bank. There are 10 board directors. I am one of them. There are 9 other directors. 7 of them are 100% independent directors. 2 are ex-chairperson, Mr. Srinivasan, and our current chairperson, Ms. Radha Singh. Because the definition are classified as non-independent directors, but they are technically also independent directors.
So you can confidently say today that this conclusion by the Bombay High Court does not dilute your powers as MD and CEO?
None whatsoever, because my powers as MD and CEO are granted under the Banking Regulation Act by the board of directors, who have to adhere to the regulations. You have to understand also that the Madhu Kapur and family as plaintiffs, they were forcing ballistically their way in trying to get Shagun Gogia on the board. The Honorable Court has upheld the decision of the board of directors, who had rejected her candidature way back in June 2013. Further, the Honorable Court has confirmed and also has stated that there is no reservation of any board seat for Mrs. Madhu Kapur and family on the board of Yes Bank.
So the daily functioning of the board will not be impacted. Is that what you're saying because of this conclusion? Not at all?
Not at all, sir.
All right. Point taken. Now let me move forward to another aspect. And here I'm going by the statement released by the Madhu Kapur camp. According to the statement, they're saying
I don't have a copy of that.
I'm going to read it out to you verbatim. I'm going to read it out to you verbatim.
Okay.
So that you have a fair chance of hearing out what their interpretation of the order is, right? According to the statement, they have said that the Bombay High Court has ruled preventing Rana Kapoor and Yes Bank from making any declassification applications to the RBI. Now, this aspect was one of their prayers. They sought to restrain you from making any applications to the RBI to declassify them from the promoter status to the non-promoter status. According to the High Court order and also according to the statement that has been issued, those powers no longer vest with you. Isn't that a setback, Mr. Rana Kapoor?
Please understand that I may be a promoter at home, but I am a professional, full-time CEO and MD of Yes Bank, and that is the only role I have as a professional CEO. So first and foremost, it's not like I communicate with Reserve Bank of India in my personal capacity. All decisions, as I mentioned to you, are noted, approved by the board of directors, and as decided, are suitably conveyed to Reserve Bank of India. The fact of the matter is that the Madhu Kapur family has inherited shares from a co-promoter, Mr. Ashok Kapoor.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.